Hi everyone, my name is Stephen Donnelly and I'm the bass player in progressive rock band Abel Ganz. I'd like to talk to you about a pedal I've just received and give you a little demo and my opinion of it. The pedal is the Mo Bass by Lounsberry pedals. It's a kind of warm analogue-y overdrive preamp sort of thing. I'll give you a little bit of background. My setup is entirely digital, so I use a Helix, and for the most part I'm very happy with it. It's incredibly convenient and versatile, and I like using it, so I use in-ears and I use the Helix. But I always feel there's been something a little bit missing, a little bit of analog warmth, a little bit of sparkle, and I've been looking for something to add to my setup to kind of make it that bit better. And I've tried a whole bunch of different overdrives and preamps and all sorts of things, and I haven't quite found something that I liked. And a few weeks ago, or a month or so ago, I was chatting to the keyboard player Alan in the band, and he was raving about these pedals he had for his Hammond organ. And that surprised me, because who knew that Hammond organ players had pedals, but they do. And the pedals he was talking about were made by Lounsberry pedals. So when he wasn't looking, I snuck over and I borrowed it, and I plugged it into the bass, and it was perfect. It sounded fantastic. I loved the tone of it, and that pedal was called the Organ Grinder. And from there, I decided to have a chat with Greg Lounsberry just to find out a little bit more about his pedals. And Greg told me that he had made a pedal specifically for bass players, and that was the Mo Bass. It was designed with Mo Moore, who is the bass player from legendary prog band Nectar. And Mo uses a Rickenbacker, I use a Rickenbacker, and I just thought it would be a really nice fit. So I bought one of the pedals, and Greg sent it over, and unfortunately it went to Australia, or it went here and there, and then it eventually arrived in Scotland. So thanks very much for that, Greg. And to be honest, I love the pedal. I've been using it for the past month or so, and it's really, really great. It does exactly what I want it to do. Hello everybody, I've plugged my bass in. As you can see, it's a Ricky, and I'm just going to run through some tunes or run through some sounds and let you hear what the pedal sounds like. I'll try in various different settings and just give you a wee idea about what sort of tones you can get out of the pedal. I'm just going straight into my Mac here. I've not got any amp sims on it, nothing like that. It's just dry going in. So the pedal's got the less section is like a clean boost, and the Mo is like an overdrive. So there's probably going to be a bit of a difference in volume when I go from a completely clean sound to switching it on. So this is the bass as it sounds just now. I'm just going to turn the pedal on at with the less and the bow both at 12 o'clock, and you know what, it's going to be a bit louder. So you've obviously got more, it's got more volume, it's a bit beefier, it's a bit more analog sounding, it's not so dry. And what I'm going to do now is basically turn the Mo up to 9, which is the distortion, up to about 9, and the less down to about 3, so less clean boost, but I'm going to equalise probably the volume just by turning up a bit of that gain. So So you get quite a lot of It's quite a good kind of overdriven tone there. I'm going to turn it up a bit more now. So this is it up full. But what I think that's good about it is I can kind of turn this down. So if I turn the actual mo, the overdrive sound, down to about 3 and actually turn up the less, which is the boost, it still keeps a lot at the bottom end. And I really like it because it's kind of given me a wee bit of an edge on my tone that I don't have just using the helix. And I suppose the thing is, you may be kind of thinking a little bit just now is like, I'm using a Rickenbacker and Mo Moore uses a Rickenbacker, maybe it's a kind of prog rock thing. But I also do, so I'm going to try another bass. And what I've got here is an old PB Music Man. I mean, I use the Ricky quite a lot, but I use other basses as well. And what I've been noticing with the Mo bass is that I've kind of had it as a kind of always on pedal. So it's kind of like always there, so I'm not adding it to add extra drive or anything like that. I'm just adding it, giving it, putting it on to kind of have an always, to make the whole thing feel a bit warmer. So it gives me another problem because I'm not using it for overdrive, which I might want at some point, so I might need to. So this is how it sounds. Which is nice, you know, it sounds good. But I just think I've got it on here and I've got the Mo bass down pretty low. You know, so to me it just sounds that wee bit more lively. Off. And I put it on, and I've basically got the clean boost up and the drive down. And it's still got a bit of drive coming through. But not that much, you know, so you can use it like that, I think, to add kind of subtle tones as well. It's not like a big distortion monster. Obviously I could turn it, the distortion up. You get a big fuzz thing, but that's probably not what I would use it for, but I think, you know, if you're into that sort of thing, it's pretty cool at doing that sort of stuff. And basically that's it, you know, that's the pedal. It's really good, it's really simple to use, which is great for me, and it's very, very versatile. Thanks very much for watching the video. I hope it was useful, and I hope you'll find out more about Lounsberry pedals.